6 minutes before 10. It is about the time for Made. But first, DJ Twitty here with the Angitoni. It being a Thursday, you know what goes down. So I think somebody's phone I'm hearing static sound that's coming on. I don't know whether it's, I know it's not me because this is always here. So, but there's a static sound that's coming through. Anyway.
I don't hear any static sound, so possibly could be you. Are you? Everyone else fine? Everyone else is fine.
All right, so there it goes again.
No, it's you. We good.
Is it just me?
Yeah. We are all good.
It's you. It's just
me.
you. It's just you.
Wow. I wonder what's going on here. All right. Anyway, listen. It's time for Mate, and let us introduce our guest. Or let's have our guest introduce himself at exactly 5 minutes before 10. Welcome to the show, bro.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you to all the listeners. Thank you to everyone here. I see kids outside. Hi, kids.
This is clearly your time, so best you say the right things because you could influence dreams right outside there.
My name is Nhlanhla Mhlaudi. I'm born and raised in Soweto. My mom is from Meadowlands. My dad is from Naude. I grew up in Meadowlands for most of my time. I matriculated at St. David's, married to Nanda. I was there on a full bursary. And I did a bit of studying at UJ, studied political science. And did a bit of golf studying, sports studying with the PGA, and finished off with my aviation and I'm stuck with aviation. I'm not going back to the golf or the politics. Not anytime soon, politics actually.
Yeah. So what was it that made you realize that aviation is where you need to be? Because I have gone through your social media pages and you link aviation to it being your wife.
That's true. That's true. I even have my aviation ring on my marriage finger. And that's simply because I'm very dedicated and committed to what I do, being aviation. I think I sent a picture yesterday where my mom has an album. It's a black and white. And I would take pictures with my family and my siblings, and I'd always do the aeroplane sign. And she says, just in case you didn't know. And I mean that was very special to me because it means that I'm living my childhood dream, you know? Yeah.
Speaking about that picture that clearly spoke to you when you went back to it and your mom reminded you of the fact that you are doing what you clearly wanted to do when you were born. There's another picture that you had up in the office as well that you were using to influence this journey as well.
Yeah. So when I started the airline, it was very difficult. The purpose of starting the airline was I literally wanted a platform where I could build my own hours and say that, look, if you're a black child, I understand how hard it is to penetrate this industry, and I mean to build hours you need to be with a private airline or you need to be with a private charter company, and generally we don't have malume mangmang or unang, but the white boys have. They say it's Uncle Frank has a company and I'll just do my hours there. So I just thought to myself, I need to build this platform. So that, to be honest, the dream was that simple. I built the airline with the first thing in mind being I need a platform to build my own hours and everyone else's hours that comes after me. But when I got into the industry and I looked at the market, I didn't want to compete in the existing traditional aviation market. I realized that the industry is designed in such a way that it excludes black people, just like every other industry. That's just where our history comes, you know. And I said to myself, well, I'm not going to compete in this space. I'm going to try branch out and entertain the market that was excluded, being the black and emerging market. I mean, you never find the average black person or the average middle class person saying that I flew in a jet last week.
Exactly.
So I made it my role to come up with solutions that include everyone. Hence the infrastructure that's going to go to that we're doing, all the operations we're doing in Soweto and but we'll talk about that. The white man, the picture of the old white man in my office when I started, a lot of people don't trust you. Because I mean, you know, aviation is a very complicated, sensitive industry. There's a lot of trust. Especially private aviation. I mean, it's such a small market. Everyone knows each other, and for you to come as a new person and you're black and you're young and you don't even have a trace of a beard on you, like who's going to even take you serious? So the people that didn't know me, that were just clients walking in saying, listen, I need a jet to this place and that place, would have a good conversation, and they'd be taken aback by the information I have and the knowledge I have and the resources I have around me and the ability to do the job. And that question always comes, by the way, who owns this company? And I just point at the picture of the old white man, and that would be my trick. I'd never say it's myself, because once I say it's myself, credibility, and the white folk would rather. The white folk would rather
relate more to
would
that.
rather would rather support another subconsciously, not because they're racist or anything. It's just how we are as human beings, you know. And but funny enough, it worked better with the old black men who had money. They wouldn't give me time of day. But when I say it's owned by that old white man, their spirits calm down. They're comfortable. They're like, I think they slave. Their minds are still very dominated by the slave mentality. You know, they still respect whatever operation is owned or done by the white man, and that's why I use that as a trick.
So now you found a way of that is averting that concern, and now here you are. What is your competition? Who is your competition? Yeah.
Like I said, you see, when I came into the industry, I didn't participate too much in the traditional market as I found it, because it didn't include everyone. I tried creating my own space, and it's very hard for me. It might sound like I'm just being too boastful, but it's very hard for me to say, you know, my competition is ExecuJet. And I mean, I do some deals with ExecuJet. They're my people as well. There's many private charter companies that I do business with, King Air and so forth. But we are not in the same space, because I've never heard them saying, oh, by the way, we're building a heliport in Soweto, and that's where our business and our models are based now. You know, so I'm like, I can't say this.
You can't just jump past that. You said that's where your business is going to be based in Soweto.
Yeah. So my biggest goal for 2017 was that I need to move all my operations into Soweto. Why? Because we need to support the township economy. We need to make sure that the child that's born today, when they go into grade 1 or whatever school or Soweto, they need to walk past the heliport, and they need to hear a helicopter as much as we heard taxi every day for Soweto. Do you understand what I mean? And then it becomes a reality. Aviation becomes part of their environment. Because you know, the biggest thing I always say, that if you want to if you want to change someone's mind, leave the mind alone. Just deal with the environment. They'll succumb. The mind will always succumb to the environment, you know.
Absolutely.
And that's it. That's where we're taking it.
It's exactly 18 before 10, and of course the office battle is coming up next. We are so glad that you could come through, and I like your mindset. I like the fact that you're a homeboy, Ndofire. Which zone?
Zone 3.
Zone 3. Okay, so
you from Middleland?
Yeah, zone 1. Zone 1.
Yeah. Well, I was just studying like that.
No, afterwards. Right now, let's fly. Okay, we've got an office battle coming through, and thank you for popping in. And all the best to you. I hope when I come home over the weekends, I'll see a heliport at some point.
Definitely.
And we'll be putting your contact details on our various social media platforms, so many people can get in contact with you and possibly help you build this, and so you can go a lot further faster.
Yeah.
Awesome stuff. What are you talking